Thanks so much for being here with us tonight. We have our newest Fan of the Week announcement tomorrow night, along with an extra special Air Friday. And Tamanique is taking us to the Discovery Center. One more thing before we go tonight, though. It's time to get our outdoor spaces ready for spring, and we want to do it as eco-friendly as possible during Love the Earth Week. HGTV and DIY Network star Sara Bendrick is here tonight with her tips. Sara, where are you? You look so warm and springy.
Thank you. I'm actually out in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Looks beautiful there. I know you're going to help us get ready for spring here when it gets a little more beautiful. Where should we start when we're selecting plants for our yards and gardens?
Sure, when it comes to selecting plants for your garden, if you're looking for low maintenance and also to save some resources, you want to lean into native plants or climate appropriate plants. These are plants that are going to be better adapted to the area that you're already in and the weather patterns, so you don't need to pump a bunch of fertilizer or water on them to do well. Another thing you want to do for your garden is get a rain barrel. It's a great way to collect water. Once you get your rain barrel, it's a great way to get free water for your plants, and the plants actually thrive off of it. They love rainwater. And when it comes to creating a nice balanced ecosystem, you want to bring in the pollinators. So we have a few different colors here, a few different shaped flowers. These are going to attract different pollinators like hummingbirds or butterflies or bees, which are great for your garden as well as the surrounding area. And then when it comes to enhancing your personal garden, you might want to add a few small touches like these stump planters that we have here. We just had some logs laying around and we turned them into planters.
Cool.
It's a great way to have a cost-effective project that uplifts the backyard a little bit.
I love that. It looks so cool. So a lot of
Thank you.
people are also thinking about growing their own produce. We're like, it's going to be easier, question mark. What do you think? What tips do you have for growing your own produce?
Sure, so growing your own produce, fruits and vegetables, herbs are a great way to get started. If you've been going to the grocery stores lately, the prices have just been increasing. So it's becoming cost effective to grow your own items as well. If you don't have a big house, you might just have a patio or an apartment. You might start with a container garden. It's as simple as getting a container, putting a tomato in it, putting some different herbs in it. You want to hand water that and put it in an area that gets 6 to 8 hours of full sun to start out. You could also get a bigger container or build a planter box. I actually used the chainsaw and some logs and built a very large one and created a salsa garden where we had our tomatoes, we had our onions, cilantro. It was a really kind of fun way to garden outside. And if you're trying to save some money, I suggest starting with seeds, but also when you're filling your garden beds, you want to use a mixture of native soil and some soil amendments. And this is going to help bring down the cost too, so you don't need to buy and import all of your soil.
All right, before we go, Sara, what tools should we have on hand as we start working on our gardens?
Sure, when you start working on your garden, I personally use the AK system that we have here from Steel. If you have a smaller garden, you might look at their AS system over here, but the benefit of this is the benefit of batteries, you don't need to buy fuel. They are low maintenance, so they're easy to use. They're also lightweight and quiet, which is great. And when it comes to power, power is really important for people. When it comes to battery, this mower can actually mow the length of 12 football fields on a single charge, which is pretty impressive.
Ooh, that is impressive. All right, you got to give us a website so we can check out more information on all this, Sara.
Check out DIYtipswithSara.com. That's Sara without an H.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. And thank all of you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on Good Day Stateline. Bye-bye.